All right, welcome to the channel. I don't do YouTube, never have. All the time fooling with old Fords and stuff, and my buddies say I need to start a channel, so here we go. A couple of the old ones I'm working on. Got old 78 Bronco there, 78 four-wheel drive short bed there, old 95 parts truck there. Basically, I'm just a good old boy who likes to fool with Fords. One we're going to talk about today is 82 F-100. Lots of nice patina, not too bad on the rust. Pretty solid body. Hood's pretty rusty. Driver's side's real straight except for the front corner on the fender there from a dinghy years ago. Already pulled the bumper out a little bit, knocked out a little bit of the dent, but not a lot because I didn't want the original paint, what was left of it, to flake off. So it is what it is. I'm going to leave it that way. Try to move on. I'm actually going to try a patina paint job finish on this one. Just kind of do what I've done some research on. Little Scotch-Brite, get some maybe some CLR automotive rust remover, and then some boiled linseed oil. We'll see what happens. I've never done it before. Complete rookie on that one, so we'll find out. But here goes nothing. It's like I said, pretty solid two-wheel drive short bed. A little bit of rust in the floors, nothing too bad. Interior is pretty filthy. I cleaned most of the junk out. Green interior, not too common on these, but other than the tear in the seat, it's pretty solid. So we're gonna pull it over here. Start with maybe we'll tape off, do half the hood, see what it looks like, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back over here with the little 82 F-100. Here's the components you'll need to try this patina paint job. Starting out with some CLR Pro rust remover. I'm gonna mix it about half and half with some warm water. And we're gonna clean everything with mineral spirits. Let it dry a little bit and use some Walmart terry towels with boiled linseed oil to try to apply a coat of something to make this shine just a little bit. Got two different kinds of Scotch-Brite. The red ones are just general purpose, and then we got some non-scratch, a little finer mesh. I'm probably going to use a general purpose here on the hood. As you see, it's pretty rusty. Probably not going to do much to hurt that, but as we get over here down on the side, it's not as bad. We'll probably use the non-scratch on the side and see if we can't preserve as much of that paint as possible. So I'm gonna get set up here and we're gonna try the hood. All right, we got a little CLR mixed about 50-50 with some hot water. Our general purpose Scotch-Brite, just a water hose. I'll let it down a little bit. I'm gonna try a little bit of elbow grease and see what happens. I'll probably go ahead and just put it on a time lapse and see what happens. Okay, I'm not sure if y'all can tell or not, but I see a marked difference in the passenger side versus the driver's side. Maybe from that angle you can tell. Definitely some of the rust comes off. I did notice an awful lot of red right here, so I'm assuming possibly the hood was repainted earlier to the green and that's faded off. Not sure. I'm excited to see what happens with the side though, because just a little bit of accidental elbow grease here on the fender looks like it's definitely taken some of that rust off that, so I'm looking forward to that. But as far as the hood goes, when do you stop? I don't know. It's the first time doing this. I stopped because it felt like the rust was not coming off anymore. Felt like the surface was less gritty, abrasive under my hand. You can quit whenever you want. You want a lot of rust, don't take much off. You want to try to get back down to the paint, take as much as you're comfortable with, but you know, obviously don't want to compromise what paint is there. So I don't know, not a paint and body man, but giving this a try so far. I think I like it. Sun's drying it off pretty quick. Let that dry a little bit, get some mineral spirits and dry it off. Wipe it down with mineral spirits and we'll try some linseed oil. Okay, looks like the sun's dried it off quite a bit. We've got just some of the mineral spirits, clean terry towel. Sure, paint and body guys probably aren't watching this, but if they are, they would laugh at everything I'm doing because I'm doing it wrong. But hey, I don't know any better, so put some of this on here. Wipe it down. As far as I understand it, the mineral spirits cleans all the oils or whatever might be residue from your hands, and basically just prepares the surface for adhesion to whatever you're going to put on it next. I don't know that for a fact. I'm not a chemist, but hey, as I understand it, that's what you're supposed to do. So there's the mineral spirits. Looks like that dries out pretty quick. I guess that's a good thing. So that's all down. Okay, I'll let that dry, which looks like it's going to happen pretty quick. Got some rust off of there. Turn it over and see what happens as I wipe it with this one. Yeah, not much rust on the second time I wiped it. So looks like the mineral spirits is doing its job. So I guess I'll let that dry a second, and then we'll be back with some linseed oil. Okay, so the mineral spirits dries pretty quick, especially in the sun. I'm sure there's probably a specification on whether you're supposed to apply this in the shade or the sun or whatever, but I don't know any better, so I don't think I'm gonna hurt it. Got the boiled linseed oil here. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna pour a little on here. They say a little goes a long way. Maybe we apply it to the rag a little bit first. Just kind of wipe it on. Yeah, it's going pretty slow. There we go. Kind of wipe it on. I guess depending on how porous the surface is, it may take more or less. I don't know, I actually kind of like the way that red is bleeding through. That's kind of unique. A little bit of age showing through there. Got most of it covered. I guess my big curious question is, once it starts drying, how much of that sheen will stay and how much will fade away? So I guess time will tell. I'm gonna stop right there and give it a few minutes and see what happens once it dries. I'm gonna call that good for the passenger side of the hood. All right, I'll let you know how it goes. All right, I wanted to stick these in here just to give you a quick reminder of what we started with, and then show a before and after with the dividing line. Okay, it dried for maybe 20-30 minutes in the sun. Figured I'd pull it over here to the shade to pull the tape off. I actually kind of like it. The shine that I thought would fade with the drying of it didn't really happen. The fade didn't really happen, so I think it looks pretty good. Let's pull this tape off. See a pretty marked difference in the two halves. Of course, passenger side's the one we worked on. I like it. I think I'm gonna come back take some more of the rust off the driver's side, just like we did. Definitely the more textured, rough surface on the driver's side, and this actually feels pretty smooth. A little bit of a sheen to it that hasn't faded yet. Been about 30 minutes, so I like it. I'll update on progress as I make it, but I think I'm gonna like it. I'll probably continue with the project, do the whole truck, and try to document it so you guys can see it. Thanks.